It's time for Live in Tallahassee, the region's #1 source for entertainment news. Live in Tallahassee is brought to you by these local businesses: North Florida Women's Care, Kraft Nissan, Brian Barnard's Flooring America, and the law offices of Johnny Devine. And now, here are tonight's hosts.
You are looking at downtown Tallahassee. A large gathering in downtown can mean only one thing: the legislative session has officially begun. Joel Silver here for another episode of Live in Tallahassee, and we welcome you to what's going to be a very exciting episode. Lots of exciting things on the show tonight. Coming up in a little while, we'll take you to the final home basketball game for the regular season for the Florida State Seminoles. We'll take you to the Whale of a Sail. That was a great event held over at the fairgrounds. All kinds of exciting things. And of course, the St. George Island Chili Cook-Off. But we start right here. Behind me, hundreds and hundreds of people here at Associated Industries of Florida as we welcome back everybody for the legislative session, which is a very, very busy time in Tallahassee, but an important time. We're going to be talking about some of the great things that happened in Tallahassee because we are the state capital. And our first guest that we're going to bring in tonight knows all about that. Please welcome, let's try our first guest here, Cissy Proctor, who is the Executive Director of the Department of Economic Opportunity. And Cissy.
Hello, how are ya?
Hello, hello. This is so exciting. I mean, you can see everybody behind us back in town. People from all over the state gathered.
They are.
Let's talk about what this means to Tallahassee and really the whole state.
Well, we know with the beginning of legislative session, it brings a lot of folks into our area to really talk about the issues that are important to them. Because what the legislature has to do over the next 60 days is pass a budget and pass legislation or not that is important to their area. And so they get lobbied by a lot of the people that are standing behind you every single day. They're walking the halls, they're making sure that their legislators understand what's important to them. And so with that comes a lot of influx of folks into our area that stay in our hotels and eat in our restaurants, and we love that. As a Tallahassee native, I love to see all the tourists in our area and all the business it brings.
You're a Tallahassee native.
Yes,
I didn't know
I grew up here.
So Cissy, who runs the Department of Economic Opportunity, you're a resident here, so you know, we talk about, sometimes make jokes about all the people that come in for these 2 months, but it really is a great thing for our city.
It absolutely is. Our office is right downtown, and so a lot of the year it's pretty quiet. But this time of the year it gets very exciting and very busy, and I love seeing people engaged in the process, whether or not you're somebody who owns a local business and you're up here to talk about why economic development is important, or you own and work in the tourism industry and you're up here to talk about why Visit Florida needs to be funded at a really strong level. We want you here, we want you walking the halls and engaged in the process.
And it's true, and everybody can be a part of the process. Being here in our region, you're actually at an advantage because the capital is right here, and they encourage citizens to come and speak and be a part of it all, so we encourage that. You know, I should ask you, because you're gracious enough to stand with us here and talk about this. Let's talk about the Department of Economic Opportunity. If you could, tell us, everybody out a little bit what you do.
So at the Department of Economic Opportunity, we do community, workforce, and economic development for the state. So we do everything from work to make sure we have a talented and trained workforce for all the businesses throughout the state. And we make sure that we have strong community development. And that for our rural areas, that means a lot of infrastructure. So you see that happening, and a lot of that comes through our agency. We also do a lot of the traditional economic development programs for our state. So everything from supporting sports development to the film. We have the film commissioner in our office. We work with big businesses, small businesses. What we want is to see our economy grow, and we know that if we look at economic development and growth across our state and look at it holistically, we will continue to see our unemployment at low, strong numbers. We will continue to see more jobs created. We'll continue to see businesses move to our state, grow in our state, and expand in our state. It's all about working together, not only within our agency, but with all of our partners and all other state agencies, economic developments and groups like AIF every single day to push strong policies forward.
Wow. I'm a motivated, positive person, but that sounds amazing.
It is.
That sounds
every
great.
day.
I love the way your job sounds, and I love what you do. You're helping the state. All right, Cissy Proctor with the Department of Economic Opportunity. Thank you so much for joining us on Live in Tallahassee. You can see the crowd is building here and the excitement is building as we welcome people back to Tallahassee. And now, check this out, standing with me, Representative Mel Ponder. Now, Representative Ponder from the North Florida as well, representing Destin and areas up there. So you're right, our neighbor here.
Yeah, close by, absolutely.
And we love that you're here, and it's your first year in office, is that correct?
First year, I'm a freshman representative. Very thankful and honored to be here, and obviously look at the crowd. This night's a tradition, from what I understand. It's great to see people from all over the state, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, so I mean, this is great for North Florida to have all these people from all over the state gathered here, right?
Oh, very much so.
And they do this every year, and it's a great boom to everybody in the north side of our state.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, the good thing about it is everyone brings a strength to the table. And when you bring the diversity like this together and a social element, people getting to be friends and getting to know each other. Obviously tomorrow we kick things off. It becomes all business tomorrow. But it's important that all these different facets come together of community, of industry, of society, because that's what makes our state great, is the different parts coming together to function as one. And so for me, coming into it, it's new. It's been pretty exciting. I've met a whole ton of new people.
I bet.
And different factors and key things of the community and of society. And so I'm just learning a lot. I'm very thankful to be part of the team and look forward to getting things started tomorrow.
And it's exciting to have you as a part of the North Florida delegation. So I'm sure there's issues that are similar to all of us here in North Florida. I mean, what are there some things that you can talk about that we're looking for us up here in the north side of the state?
Well, sure. I mean, of course, for our neck of the woods, it's real important that Northwest Florida continue to work together as a unit or as family. I'm one of 3 new representatives representing Northwest Florida in the delegation. There's 7 of us total, and one of the things I've recognized is we have, a lot of the issues I have in my district don't end at my district line. They're similar, and so for a region like ours, whether it's roads, infrastructure, education, stormwater, things like that, we need regional solutions to them. And so I'm really excited to be working with my representatives to my east and my west, not only in the Triumph Gulf Coast, which is the oil spill recovery funds, but also other matters that means it's something in Northwest Florida. So we're stepping into it on the deep end, and I'm really hopeful and expecting us to hopefully achieve some great things this session.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Representative Mel Ponder, our neighbor just to the west, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Great to have you. From all of us here, the whole team, putting together an incredible show this week. We thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.